Today's video is sponsored by Oculus. Now today we are going to be looking at the Oculus Quest 2. This is a VR headset that I'm excited to tell you guys about because I'm a huge fan of VR in general. In fact, the original Oculus Quest was one of my favorite devices. So when they decided to come out with a new one and actually have it priced lower, that got me pretty excited. Now the pricing on this, you can get the 64 gig version for $299 or you can get the 256 gig version for $399. And the original Quest was actually priced $100 more on these configurations, so that's actually a very good deal. Now let's go ahead and start with what you get inside the box. Of course, you get the VR headset itself. It comes with a spacer if you need to use these with glasses. It also comes with the touch controllers. Now you definitely need to make sure that your wrist is strapped in while using these, because when you're playing VR, you kind of get lost in the moment, and if you're swinging at things, it is definitely easy to just let go of the controller. So make sure that you have these strapped in so you don't have that problem. Other things inside the box, you do get the batteries that are needed to be able to power the controllers. You get the USB-C charging cable, and then that's it as far as what you get inside the box. Now, Oculus does have some other accessories you can purchase. The one that I actually went out and purchased myself is the hard case. I really feel like it's necessary because the Quest 2 is a standalone VR headset, so it's not one you need to keep by your PC. And you can actually use this portably and take it to somebody's house or whatever. And so the case just allows you to keep everything enclosed. So you have the headset, the controllers, the cables, everything in this one case. And it just makes it compact and convenient. Now, the other accessory I do recommend is the Quest Link cable. And the reason for this is, although this is a standalone headset that you can just buy apps and games and all of this stuff within the headset itself, it actually even allows you to play your PC games through this headset. Now, you do need a PC that is powerful enough to be able to play these VR titles, but if you do have that, you simply plug the cable in and you can play it that way. So now let's check out the headset itself. Now, it is using a single LCD panel on the inside. There are 50% more pixels on the Quest 2 compared to the Quest 1. And so what that does is cuts down on you being able to see the pixels, and it just looks that much more realistic. Now, the Quest 2 also supports 90 Hertz, and that's very important to have a realistic feel. It makes things feel a lot smoother, and it just enhances the experience for a lot of games. Now, when you're putting the VR headset on, one of the most important things is to make sure that these straps are adjusted just right to your head. Now, I already have this already pre-done, but you definitely want to make sure the Velcro strap is tight just right and everything else is just right, because you want the headset to not move around and you want a secure fit on your face. Now, as far as setting your Quest 2 up, you are going to need your cell phone to be able to do that. And the one thing that's different with this one compared to the original one is you actually have to have a Facebook account to sign it into. Now, I don't have one personally, so I did need to use my wife's account. It was really easy to go through the setup, and then once you do that, you just kind of move on from it. But because Oculus is owned by Facebook, this is just a new thing that's required for this headset, so it is something you might want to know going into it. Now, one of the things that you have to do when you're going through the setup is you have to set up a guardian for the room that you're going to be using this in. And what that is you're using your controller to kind of outline the area you're going to be playing in, so the headset knows about how much room that you have. And the important thing about that is if you're playing and you get near the edge or near the border of your guardian, it will turn on where you can see your surroundings. So basically, if you're getting near the edge of a couch or you're getting close to a wall, your headset kind of flips the view so you're able to see your surroundings so that you don't accidentally bump into anything. So now when you start everything, it always puts you in your virtual environment, and there are so many different ones that you can choose between. This is the default one. You can see that there's furniture over there. There's things way off in the distance like mountains and hot air balloons and trees and things like that. And it's easy to just personalize this. And there's tons of different environments that you can choose between. Let's see if we can go in virtual environment. We'll change it. Let's see what we've got. Right now we're in the desert terrace. There's a classic home. I kind of like futuristic stuff, so let's check out the Cyber City. Now you just simply click on it, it downloads them real quick, and the reason that's important is it doesn't have them stored on your device just taking up space. So when there is one that you want, you just click on it and apply it, and it will change your environment, but at least it's not keeping everything on it. So now you can see our environment is different. It looks like you have an upstairs area with a fan. You're looking outside with like futuristic trains and buildings and things going on. So you can easily personalize this to make it feel like it's your own home. And I like that. It's part of just getting lost in that environment. And then you can go into the store to see all of the different apps and games and things that are available for the headset. Now, one of my favorite things to do, especially given the times that we're in right now, and we can't really go out and do a whole lot, like go to a movie theater, even just doing a lot of things in public, just kind of feels restricted. The headset allows you to make you feel like you're in a movie theater. In fact, it sits you in a theater style seat. You can see people next to you. You can see the movie screen, and it just makes watching movies that much more enjoyable. Now, if you're going to be using things like Netflix within their app, it makes you feel like you're in your own living room. You kind of have a fire. You can look out the window, but it just gives you this whole other experience that you're not going to get, using your phone or just sitting in your living room. You have that ability to just kind of shut everything out. You can even use, I think it's the big screen app, and that allows you to watch movies with other people. And then you have the ability to mute people, which I wish was a thing in real life. If you're in a movie theater, somebody starts talking, just simply hit a button and just shut them up. It would make it that much more enjoyable. Again, this is giving you a reality that you want that you can't really have outside. Now, some of my favorite games on here, I really enjoy the game Moss. And what makes it different is a lot of VR titles make you feel like, you're in the game and it's from your perspective. But Moss is allowing you to kind of look down on this environment and look down on this character. Now, you are controlling him personally, but if he comes into obstacles and different things, you're able to actually kind of grab them and move them out of the environment. It's a whole different experience that you can't get with playing on consoles, and that's why I really enjoy this type of setup. Now, another game that I like to play is Super Hot VR. It was originally a PC gaming title, and for every movement that you make, the characters and weapons and things, bullets being shot, start to move as you move. So to be able to see that from a first-person perspective, being able to see that whole environment and feel like you're actually there, just makes the game that much more enjoyable. And one thing I really enjoy about the headset, other than the actual visual aspect of it, I feel like the speakers on this headset are really nice. It's kind of angled in a way where it's playing right into your ears, and because of the open environment, it feels really natural and it just sounds incredible on the headset. But if you do want to use a pair of headphones, there is a 3.5mm jack located on the headset itself. You can simply just plug it in and listen that way. But if you can, try to enjoy this without headphones because the speakers are really that good. And as far as other titles that are available for the Quest 2 outside of the ability to play PC titles, there's a new game called Population 1, which is basically giving you the ability to play a Fortnite type experience in VR, which I can tell you is very unique. And then there's also a new Star Wars game. Obviously, a lot of you guys have probably heard of Beat Saber, which is probably one of the most addictive titles on the Quest 2. There's just so many things that you can do. Like right now, if I wanted to, I can put on the headset and it will just take me away to somewhere where I could be fishing, or I could climb a mountain, or start racing, or see dinosaurs. It's a lot of things that, yes, you can watch on a TV or play on a console, but to be able to feel like you're in that environment and see all of that stuff around you and interact with that stuff around you, it's something that is going to be impossible for me to explain without you actually experiencing that yourself. Now, if you are interested in checking out the Quest 2, I will have links in the description. Again, I highly recommend this. Even if Oculus did not sponsor this video, I am already heavily invested in the Quest system in general. I love VR. I love the experience that it gives you. And the fact that the Quest 2 is a standalone set that I don't have to plug into my PC makes it that much better. So I definitely recommend this if you are looking for a unique gift for the holidays. Obviously, a lot of people are wanting consoles, but if you want to give them something that it lets them experience something a little bit different. In fact, it even lets you get a little exercise instead of just sitting and playing. Kind of an alternative to going to the gym. I've noticed that there's some creators that I watch that actually use this as like a way to exercise, and it actually keeps them interested because you're doing something that involves your environment instead of just sitting on a bike riding or lifting weights, which really just isn't that fun. But guys, that's my video on the Oculus Quest 2. I highly recommend this system. I've enjoyed using it. I'm glad that they have this nice upgrade over the original, which doesn't cost as much as the original. You don't see a lot of companies do that, so I was impressed they were able to do that. But guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more. And again, I'd like to thank Oculus for sponsoring today's video.